Previously on Survivor Branford. As night set in on Branford, 6 players had been voted out of the game, and each and every one of them was a member of the original Rice tribe. As the only one left, Brittany had witnessed time and time again that the Beach tribe would not be broken. With this in mind, she had to opt for more unconventional strategies to remain in the game. She continued to fan the flames for voting out Mare, who she held most responsible for the predicament she was in. Brittany also crafted a fake immunity idol and began to spread word of the power she possessed. When the votes came in, several members of the Beach tribe had thrown their vote onto someone else in fear of the idol. But it wasn't enough, and the Beach tribe had completed the mission they organized at the beginning of the game. 7 are left. Who will be voted out tonight?
Final 7. The original Beach made it to the final 7. Who saw that coming? I cannot even believe it. But we did it. We somehow managed to do it. I think we need to get Mare out next because she is making us so nervous, and she and Charlie have tried to make deals with the other tribe, and no, she needs to go. And then Dennis needs to go. He's a complete flip-flopper. I do not trust him getting to the end. He is too likable. He has too high of a resume. Not happening. And then Charlie needs to go after that because he is too much of a challenge threat. He's really likable, and he's attached to Mare. No thank you. And so I think we need to have the final 4 as me, Jamin, Amanda, and Mark.
I just think right now there's a lot of little 2s and 3s of people together, and it's a matter of who can bring a group together, because I feel like you and Jamin are close, I feel like you and Dennis are close, me and Charlie are close, Mark's kind of a wild card, yep. He's nice to everybody, yep. So yeah, that's where I'm at that. Yep. I just think it's going to be who can bring a couple people together. Yep.
I am not telling Amanda that I wrote down her name in that last one. She'll just be mad, and it doesn't really matter. I actually feel like I made a major misstep when I didn't let Amanda and Joe go to a tie back at the merge. I think that would have been more interesting. I think maybe Joe could have survived that. I'm really regretting that moment. So knowing that I made that decision that I'm now kind of regretting, I'm coming into day 2 really thinking okay, I want to leave this feeling like I played the best game I could play. I really want to come into day 2 with a really strong plan, which is incredibly difficult because everything's always in flux. So I think it's clear that there's a couple pairs out there. There's Jamin and Meredith, there's me and Charlie, and there's Dennis and Amanda. And all those pairs I think are really strong. Then there's Mark, who is really nice to everybody, but I've actually been hearing his name thrown out a little bit. I think that would delay the inevitable 2-2-2 having to be figured out if we just went for Mark first, so we'll see. I don't know. There's a lot of things going on right now, and I know Charlie and I are tight, so I feel good about that. It's just a matter of which other pair can we get to come with us so that we can have a 4 going into tomorrow. And I think right now we've kind of made our pitch to both pairs, and we'll just see what happens.
So this is definitely, it's actually kind of where we wanted to be, which is good and bad, because our strategy worked to get all of us here to this place, so that's been great. It all kind of falls apart. We have to totally renegotiate everything for tomorrow, so everyone's talking to each other about everything, trying to figure out who's in line and whatever it may be. So just trying to figure out what's the best, not just for the next move, but what's good for next move and the move after that.
So I don't really know which way to go, but I do feel like I have some really good options. So I can either go with Dennis and Mark or Amanda and Meredith, and no one's gonna expect me to not go with Amanda and Meredith, so a lot of big things to consider, but we'll see. It's getting crazy. Might lose some friendships here.
I've done a good job balancing a lineup. I have clear things that I can talk about with leadership, and I have a really good case at the end. However, I have been playing a quiet game. So I'm going to let the 2 big personalities fight it out, Mare and Amanda. And I'm going to end up victorious, I think.
So, I'm super excited, feel super fortunate to have made it to the 2nd day, to be at the final 7. It's pretty crazy. It's the original 7 beats who started together. I apologize to the viewers if you think we've been playing too boring of a game, but I've been considering as we've moved along, is this the time where I make a cut from my original people I started with? And it just never seems to have been the right time to do it, where I'd be risking my neck way too much. It will be very interesting to see what happens. Something big's gonna happen when the beaches finally have to turn on each other.
So, I know yesterday I said I didn't know what the clue meant. I thought about fusion being a mix of maybe a bike and a boat, but I thought about it more, and the key things in the riddle were ride, smoothing out the ride, fusion. Ride, car, what smooths out those things? The only thing I could think of was shocks or tires on a car. And then I thought, all right, fusion's a type of car. And it all came together. This came to me in the night. This is the fusion. So it said left back. That was another clue. So I'm gonna get down there and try to find it on the shocks.
And I bet I could swing Jamin over and tell her like she's going to 3 with us or with us.
I think Jamie was kind of like teamed up for
She was up for getting Mare out for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Like worst came to worst is we need to work with Charlie. I think he's gonna be weaker and Mare anyways. So like, you know, I feel like we could spin some story and like he'd be okay with it. And I don't think we're able to do that with Mare. Oh, you're filming? Shoot! I regret everything I said.
Is that the point of it?
Yes.
My goal at the outset was to make the entire beach team make it to the merge and then be the last 7 people standing. That was my #1 goal, because that means that our team didn't defect and we immediately doubled everyone's chances of winning. The original votes from 1 out of 14 to 1 out of 7. And I've accomplished that. What are you thinking? I'm gonna stay out of the train wreck. That is #1 goal.
I knew I want to go to next time for me. Why? A lot of reasons. And the very first time day yesterday, when like he would kind of disappear, kind of just was really not.
Yeah, he was our original person to vote.
Yeah, I think that the way that he was playing the challenge yesterday, when he was up against Jay at the end, was like a little low, pun opposite intended. You know what I mean? Like,
I wouldn't go that far.
As someone who's also a fellow short person, it just feels like a, I don't know. I would really love to see, like, and just immunity.
But why would you
happens.
guys do that?
What?
Like, that just doesn't make
Here's
sense.
why I want
Why
to do
wouldn't you
that.
go with Meredith and James?
Here's why I want to do that. I think that you and Dennis will split like the veteran vote, and the new person will get the yeah.
I don't know if I buy it, Charlie.
No?
I feel like you and me are coming after me.
She's skeptical that like she thinks that we're gonna come after her, which is totally not true. They even get Mark out now. We were just chatting earlier, and we were thinking it's time for Mark to go. So we gotta. Yeah. Sorry.
It is 4. I think that's solid. So I think that's a good plan.
Mark and then Dennis.
I think everyone's on board to do Mark for the next move. But after that's going to be interesting. It's going to depend on whether Charlie and I want to align with Amanda and Dennis or Meredith and Jamin. I see benefits to both, but I don't know about after that.
Clue number 1. After suspecting she was in trouble, Sam saved herself at the first tribal council by playing a hidden immunity idol. Clue number 2. Among males, the one who fared the worst in the game was first in alphabetical order. The one who fared second worst was second in alphabetical order, and so on. Clue 3. Melissa never had her name written down the entire game. Clue 4. Between them, Rachel and Drew competed in 8 immunity challenges, but only had 1 win between them. And Clue 5. Despite getting 2 votes at the final tribal council, the only male player to make it to the end did not win the game.
I'm sure you must know what place you'd like yourself and some of your tribe mates to finish, but how about these players?
Yeah, but possible.
On day 2 of Survivor Branford, whose mind is still sharp enough to figure this puzzle out first? Most opting to organize their tiles on the ground before putting anything up, not wanting their neighbors to spy on them. I'm sure everyone would love to have a pencil and paper right about now. Mare thinks she has something, she has all 8 of her cards up, but she's not calling me over, she's still thinking about if this is right. Winning this challenge assures you of a spot in the final 6, and spares you of the madness that's about to occur as the Beach Tribe finally needs to vote one of their own out of the game. Mark making progress, if he's right. Mare's still thinking it over, making some last-minute adjustments. Charlie looking to prove Steve wrong when he said that he's not a mental threat, and get back on track in winning these challenges. It's really tough to say whether this puzzle will take hours or just a few minutes.
Jim?
Jim.
You check it.
And Dennis is the first to think that he has it.
Dennis wins immunity! Well done.
Alright Dennis, congratulations, you have guaranteed your spot in the final 6. You live to see another hour or 2 in the game. The rest of you, one of you, become the 8th person voted out in Survivor Branford.
I saved your butt.
Yeah, you did.
Like, it was me.
Yeah.
I want you to know that. For, like, whoever ends up on the jury or on the finals, like,
Yeah.
Dennis wanted to vote you out.
Okay.
Like, hardcore. And I was like, no. I want to stay 7 Beach. And, like, I know she messed up, but, like, she didn't end up doing it. And, like, I think she's a good player to work with. And so, like, please. That is
That I appreciate.
That is what happened, okay?
So where are we now?
So now I'm just scared that, like, you're going to cut me now.
I promise you I'm not.
But why would you get rid of Mark instead of me?
Because I want you, me, and Dennis and Charlie to be the final 4. I feel solid with Charlie. I know you feel solid with Dennis. I think if the 4 of us can be solid with each other, that at least gets us to the final 4.
But why would you not take
Because Mark
Meredith
would
and
be-
Jamin and vote me out?
Because I don't want to do that. I think.
But
so,
why?
I don't want to be with Mark. He's too nice. He's too loyal. He played the game loyalty. If anybody respects someone who's never lied or cheated or tried to do anything to advance themselves, and just played a clean game, Mark wins. So let's just get Mark out of the way. I know that a lot of people are on board with getting him out, so I think that's the easy move right now to take him out. I promise you I will not betray you. I'm voting for Mark too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all good with Mark?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know why Amanda's being like sketch right now.
Amanda and I talked. She's really concerned I'm going to backstab her at
No.
this one, and I shook her hand and said I'm not working here right now. So
Yeah.
hopefully that holds her off, because
Yeah.
I'm not planning on that.
Mm-hmm.
So at least our next move is easy. We go with Mark.
Do this?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good with that.
At the end of the day, me have enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as we're solid.
Yeah.
Are we solid?
Yeah. We can do that.
Okay.
And we can convince them. That's for sure.
Okay.
So we would vote out Mark first.
I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm hoping that those aren't words that are played over me being voted out, but I am feeling good. Charlie and I are strong. I feel good about that. I feel good about the vote to get Mark right now. That's easy. I think everyone's on board with that. The question then is, do we team up with Meredith and Jamin, or do we team up with Amanda and Dennis? I just want to make it to the finals at this point. I think I'm going to go with whoever says they'll bring me to the finals, and that's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. We'll go with Mark for now, and then I really like to play Mark for me and Charlie and I hoping Amanda with us. We're so close, we need to establish a 4, or we're going to be screwed. So if we can get a really tight 4, I feel like you and I are tight, I know you and Amanda are tight, you and Charlie are tight, so between the 4 of us, it's okay. So if that's going to be a solid 4, we'll start with Mark.
So I think it's going to be kind of another straightforward vote as far as I can tell for Mara this time. Kind of wanted to work with her. There was a potential final 4 I proposed to her of me, Amanda, her, and Charlie, and then we'd kind of fight it out at 4. But I don't think that's the best move for my game, because at this point, if I let Mare get to the end, I think she would win, and I'd feel really dumb about it being so obvious her is the obvious target once she kind of flipped on us, and then not making a move and letting her get there. I think that would be kind of a great story from her perspective.
Mare, I think, is totally like me. She's like, I just want to get there, and I want to go with you and Dennis, she wants the 2 of us, and her and Charlie.
I feel like it'd feel the dumbest if we let her get to the end and then she won. If we bring Jamin along and she gets more votes, or we bring Mark along and he gets more votes, then fine.
Yep.
But her, we've had so many chances, it's been so obvious for so long.
Okay. So I know it's the boring vote. Sorry.
So what are you telling Mare?
I'm being upfront with her and saying she's on the chopping block and she moved way too early, and she's likely to get voted out, and if she has immunity, I don't think she'll play. It's really hard for me to lie directly to folks, so if we're in a conversation or something like comes up, you're gonna have to support me. Full disclosure,
Okay.
I could be a weak link there.
I thought still,
We don't need to talk about it 100 times. That is definitely the right move this play.
Yeah.
So, if you just take a tour with me. Over here, we have a group of 3 folks. Over there, we have a group of 2 folks. And down there, we have another 2 folks. And I'm not really welcome right now anywhere, and so that's making me really nervous again. I feel pretty isolated. Everyone keeps telling me exactly what I want to hear, which makes me super nervous. I did find the idol, and I am keeping it very close to the chest until they turn on me, which they will. I will expect them to turn on me, because I don't think anyone wants me to make it to the last 3. I think I have this in the bag, because I think when I'm in the last 3, I've already prepared my speech. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but I think I have a good shot. But I could just get voted out this round, and everyone's just telling me what I want to hear, so.
Welcome, Final 7. Meredith, how has the game shifted around a bit, seeing as you had 12 hours in between votes as opposed to the usual 1 to 2?
Well, we spent a lot of those 12 hours sleeping. We were really tired after yesterday. Really tired. It hasn't changed a whole lot, but I mean, I think more so than the 12 hours, what's changed is that we went from 7 beach with some outsiders to now just the 7 beach.
Yeah, 7. Good job.
I hate to bust up this family reunion here, but Jamin, it has to happen now. So you guys probably since the beginning of the game have started talking amongst yourselves of who would be the first to go of this group. So what do you make of that? Do you have a clear plan coming into this vote?
I definitely don't have a clear plan. It's starting to get a little nerve-wracking and the cracks are starting to form, but I think it'll be okay.
Dennis, so you won an individual immunity challenge, so congratulations to you for that. Do you feel that your win changed how you're approaching this next vote?
I think it at least lets me believe what people are telling me more so. I mean, people could be lying to me, but I feel like they have more of an incentive to get me on their side to vote with me when I'm not vulnerable. I don't know, I mean, somebody could be blindsiding me and going after someone I don't know, but since I'm safe, I feel like I at least a little bit better know where people actually stand.
Mark, do you have a good sense for where you stand?
I think I do, although I know everyone says it at the same time, but things can change every single round. So I think I know where I stand for this vote. The next discussion, we'll see.
Does anybody truly feel worried right now?
Yes, and I just have to say that this game is seriously, they say it on TV, but it is so true. It is all about trust. Like, you cannot do anything without your alliance members, and like, you can look into their eyes and like, hope what they're saying is true, but you never really know.
Mayor, have you found trust in this game?
Pockets of it, I think. I hope.
Do you think it's enough to get you through this vote and future votes?
I think it's enough to get me through this vote. And
then,
that's as far as I'm willing to go.
So Charlie, there hasn't even been a whiff of an immunity idol all season to this point. What is your thought there? Do you think they're out there? Has somebody been hoarding them the entire game? Are we ever going to see an idol?
I mean, that's a huge question I think we all have on our minds. I think we're all wondering, like, is it still out there? Where is it? Someone have it, right now. And, like, to what people were sharing earlier, it's all like alliances and trust. Like, like how might, if one exists, like, could it be, would the person keep it? Would they give it away? I don't know,
Jamin, do you think the person voted out will be surprised that it's them? No. Does anybody agree with that this vote will not be a surprise?
I mean, I think at some point it's like, besides this time, like, once you get down to like this, you can't be that shocked, like, even if you didn't think you were on people's radar. So maybe there's like a range between mild surprise and shock. But I don't know where it will fall along that spectrum.
I disagree. I think it's pretty much at this point always a blind side. And like, yeah, you tell yourself, I should be expecting it, but in your heart of hearts, like, you're hoping your alliance comes through.
Meredith, are you able to think of a good reason why each other person should be voted off right now?
I think
name them.
probably. I think the only one that we can't really vote out is the one with the necklace.
Okay, so then I guess that's getting at this shouldn't be a surprise if you're voted out. Each of you are threats in your own way. Does anybody have anything they'd like to say to the group before we do the vote?
Would this be the time where I give away immunity?
Sure. Would you like to give away immunity, Dennis?
Just a casting
All right, I don't think we'll be able to top that. So with that, we'll have Mayor come up and vote first.
Well, Mark, at least your strategy holds true to the end. You'll get to vote for a beach in the final 3. Sorry.
Feel bad. I did want to play with you when we originally had the swap, the tribe swap. I went to you and wanted you to kind of be my final 2 alliance, my closest ally at that point. But then it felt like you kind of took Charlie over me in terms of that closest ally.
I think this plan is pretty clear. Don't know what's going to happen in the future. Mayor.
man. I'm starting to crack. I respect the game that you played. I'm glad you tried to make a move against me, but you did try and make that move. I protected you for a vote or two. I hope that gets some credibility, but I don't want you in the final three.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Mayor. Mark. That's 1 vote Mayor, 1 vote Mark. Mark. 2 votes Mark. Mayor. That's 2 votes Mayor, 2 votes Mark. Mayor. 3 votes Mayor, 2 votes Mark. The 8th person voted out of Survivor Branford, Mayor. Tried his story. Time for you to go.
I was playing a shaky game, had a lot of balls in the air, and clearly I let some fall through. I will be definitely curious to see what happened. I'm sad that it was probably orchestrated by Amanda and Dennis. I did look Amanda in the eye and promised her I wasn't voting for her, and that was true. So I was going to turn on her eventually, though, so probably a good move, Amanda. Thanks, guys. Well, this was a lot of fun. I had a blast. I'm sad it's over, but I'm probably going to go take a nap.